Hey everyone. I have a really special message today that I want to share with all of you. Something that I'm personally going through, and I'm going to be trying this practice. And I thought, well, why not share the practice? Usually what I do is I wait until I know for sure the practice is going to work. But I have this gut feeling. I know that this practice is going to really work for me. So I'm just going to share it with all of you so we can go through it together and set the intentions together and support each other while we're going through it. So I don't know about you, but I have a really hard time sleeping when I have all these tabs open in my brain. Like, here are all the things I have to worry about, which typically don't happen, but I worry about them anyway. Here are all the things that I have to do. Here are all the things that I can't forget, that I better not forget. Here are all the things that I didn't get done. And usually all of that stuff comes through when I'm lying in bed, just about to fall asleep or trying to fall asleep, and then I can't fall asleep. So I used to do this before where I had a notepad beside my bed, and if something popped up in the middle of the night and I would wake up and I would have to remember it, I'm like, okay, please remember when I wake up. I would just write it down it'd be like chicken scratch, but at least it would shut that tab down and I'd be able to go to sleep. But because I have so much on my plate right now, my husband and I are in the process of getting our current home ready to sell while we're also building another home. So there's a lot to do there. Plus I have my business, he has his business. So there's just a lot of stuff to do. And then of course, just regular fun life as well, right? Like, we want to see our friends and family and scheduling all that in. So there's a lot of balls in the air and there's a lot of tabs open. And because of this, while also we're doing all of this while we're still in the middle of COVID and building a house right now, like a lot of the trades said to us, because we're our own general contractor, a lot of the trades said to us, maybe you should wait a year after COVID's over before building a house because there's going to be so many delays. We didn't care. We were like, that's fine. We'll deal with it. We've done much bigger projects than this before. So then here are all these new worries, these potential delays. So tabs, all right? So what I thought that we could do, because this is what I'm going to do, I have my journal, and if you are following me, you know I write in my journal every single day. So what I'm going to do at the end of every single evening, just before I go to sleep, I'm not going to do it at the end of the day and then go about my day and make dinner and all that stuff. I'm going to do it while I'm in bed, just before I shut my light off. I'm going to make a list. Here are all the things that I'm worrying about right now that can wait until tomorrow. And here are all the tabs that I have open that I don't need to think about or worry about or try to solve until tomorrow. I always have my to-do list. I do this at the end of the workday. I write my to-do list at the end of the workday, but this is different. This is all the things that keep you awake at night that you can't even do anything about because you're sleeping. It's the middle of the night. You're not going to be able to get a hold of anyone anyway. So all those worries, all those fears, all those open tabs, write them down. I can worry about this tomorrow. And that's how I'm actually going to write it as well. I'm actually going to write that. Here are all the things that I can worry about tomorrow. Hopefully I don't worry about them and just sleeping and I wake up with a new perspective on how to handle the obstacle or challenge or whatever it may be. Because as you know, like 99% of the things we worry about never even happen. But what this does is this takes care of my mental and emotional health and my physical health as well, because they're all connected for me. When I don't sleep, I don't feel well physically. When I don't sleep, I don't feel well emotionally. I get really, really emotional. When I don't sleep, my mental mind just goes in like multiple directions. So this is really, really amazing to take care of your mental, emotional, and physical health as well. Shut those tabs down. That's the most important thing here. Here are all the things I can deal with tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to do. End of the day tab closure. Here are all the things that I'm worrying about right now that can wait until tomorrow, and just do a journal dump, a worry dump, an anxiety dump, a stress dump, whatever. That's like a really gross word, but yeah, like just dump it all out onto the page. And it may not work right away. it may take some time for your brain to kind of catch up with the practice, with the tool, so that your brain knows, like, don't worry, okay, she's got it, she's handling it, we can shut down. It may take a couple of evenings. Don't stress over the practice if you're going to practice it. If it doesn't work the first time, give it time. Give your brain time to catch up, to understand that this is a practice, a tool to shut down the tabs, to lower your anxiety, to calm your nervous system, so it can sort of catch up with the intention that you're setting, that I'm doing this because I want to have a restful and peaceful sleep. On the other side of that as well, I highly recommend, okay, go back to the end of your workday and make a list of all the things that you need to do the next day. This is different than your worry dump at the end of the night just before you shut your light off, right? Because things come up between your end of the day work to bedtime. This is just, here are all the things that I didn't get done today that I need to get done first thing tomorrow, because they are like high level, I must get this done. Those are the things that you can put on your list at the end of your workday. So you can shut down the tabs in your brain at the end of the workday, and you can shut down the tabs of your brain for the worry, all the things that you're worrying about just before you go to sleep. These two practices are amazing. I do the first one every single day. The second one, the worry dump at the end of the night, this is brand new, but I feel really, really good that it's going to work. Again, this is all about strengthening our mental and emotional muscles. This is all about putting ourselves in the driver's seat of our life and really having this conversation with ourselves and saying, you know what? Yes, I have all of these things that I'm worrying about right now, but I've got it. I've got it. I can handle it. I will take care of it. I will do the practices that I need to do to take care of my mental, emotional, and physical health. So even if those things do happen, I am strong enough to handle it. I can take care of it because I have been taking care of my mental, emotional, and physical well-being. And that's what we're doing. This isn't about a practice of perfection and trying to do everything perfect and never feel any of the big feels and never feel fear again and never feel worry again. We're human beings. We're going to have those emotions. This is about putting ourselves in the driver's seat and claiming them so they don't claim us. Or, like I say all the time, not taking up permanent residence in it, which for me is laying in bed for 8 hours, worrying about this thing that I can't handle or deal with until the next day anyway. So join me on this practice. Let me know. Message me tomorrow in a couple of days after you practice this for a few times, and let me know if doing this worry dump at the end of the evening helps you to shut down those tabs in your brain and how it makes you feel. And I'll keep you posted as well, and I'll let you know how it's working for me as well. So just set that intention. This worry dump is an intention so I can shut the tabs down, so I can have a restful and peaceful sleep and deal with it in the morning, because it will still be there the next day. I love you all so much.